I will have notes here. We'll just make it like raw, transparent, like that. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, Diego, how is it going? How's it going there?
Pretty good, bro. What you're offering here, bro.
For me, you asked like how is it going for me?
What you're offering here,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
So good, bro. I mean, I used to think with Alan, talking a lot of time. I learned how to outreach to these business managers. I closed this guy only speaking. When I went to the interview, I didn't put the camera. It was just close speaking, and I was like, how? But whatever.
Crazy.
Mindset. Yeah. How about you, Elias?
For me, crazy day. Actually, we went to the store with guys. We bought some clothing for these guys. I bought these guys crazy outfits. I bought like, what did I buy? I bought like sweatshirts. I bought like pants, shoes to these guys. It's been crazy day. But yeah, what about you?
Doing great, doing great. Practicing sales, everything I do, practice and practice more. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. By the way, reason why we scheduled this interview for the basically viewer who's watching this is basically because we saw like you mentioned right in the community, right? In the Brotherhood. So mentioned in Brotherhood, and then I saw that you posted in school the win, right? That you basically got a position so fast. Yeah. Okay, so basically, let's go to the point. So prior to the joining to the Catapult, right? Before like you talk with me on the calls, all that stuff. So like, what you were doing before? Take me back.
I was in uni. I was doing with my agency. I've told you about this cold calling in Spain. Not the best idea, and all this experience. And yeah, pretty much that.
And regarding your agency, like, what do you think that, or what results you achieve with the agency?
Bro, I could close the appointment, but I couldn't close them on the call because I didn't have the skills, basically. And it was like so high ticket that I couldn't sell that. So yeah.
Got it. Also, regarding the belief, because as like we are not cheap, right? You know we're not cheap. So like you investing into Catapult because it was so high ticket, how did it like kind of break your beliefs into high ticket world? Because like I think you are similar to me. Like you basically did you buy any courses before you were no. Basically what courses you were doing before Catapult? What you were doing before? Like what programs you were doing?
Programs, nothing, just free things. Yeah.
Free things, right? Like for example, like pirated stuff, right? All the time. You can tell this because like probably the viewer is kind of like similar. Like you can be transparent. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, pirated stuff, this kind of courses. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, no worry about it. So basically, like, what courses did you do regarding pirated courses?
I don't know. I did lots of sales, but if you're not practicing, you're not getting the skill. I did like the straight line of Jordan.
Yeah,
Lots of courses, to be honest.
got it. And because like we are not the course, like we are kind of like certification, placement, recruiting, and training kind of company. There's one-on-one training with you like every single day until you get placed. And then there's like the customized training, all that stuff. But regarding that, like how this was different compared to like Jordan Belfort's course and all these other courses that you can like just pirate or watch online for cheap. But yeah.
I mean, you can watch this, but if you're not putting the work into working into sales and doing sales, you're not learning anything. So here, what you have, you can role play with Aaron, with you, with other elite guys, and that's so valuable. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And why do you think it's like valuable? Because as I always say the same thing in videos, like you need to like basically have brotherhood who have same minds as you, who have same goals as you, who want to do the same thing. Why do you think it's important? Because I always say that, but viewer is like maybe doesn't understand, and he's like, Elias, you're selling, so that's why you say that. But like Diego, like how did you found out that like it's very important to surround yourself with similar minded brothers who have same goals as you with closing? Why it was important for you?
Honestly, because you enter here and you guys focused as fuck. And you guys 16 years old getting here and putting lots of hours to work and you're like doing shit. You're wasting your time. And you get like the FOMO of fuck off, I'm missing out. And you start working as much as them. And yeah,
So basically, there's like driven guys who are actually not fucking around. They're actually serious about closing and doing it all in.
yeah,
Got it.
basically.
Got it. And why not? Why you didn't go with the, let's say, route with, let's say, someone else? Because maybe there's like some other people who also do closing, but like, why did it specifically went to me? Because there's these big players, like people know these big brands, right? And there's moms, like all these people in the, I don't know, courses. Why decide work with us instead of with like other people?
Because I talk to you, I
Yeah.
get and really what you were doing. So I think, bro, I need to go in with this guy.
Yeah.
Fucking doing everything. So yeah.
This guy is home run. And as you can see, like we are doing an interview because this was home run. So regarding your back to situation, you did agency and you lack the skill of sales, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Now because you basically joined to the catapult after this application process, what is the biggest change that it has in your like life done to you?
If I get to talk to other person, I'm a completely different person. I can talk to them like very fluently. I can ask better questions. I can think faster while speaking, and all much together changes so much. Apart from learning the sales skill, but it also changes your life personal. So yeah.
Also, there's like people who sell courses and
Mhm.
they have coaching calls. So tell more about like my one-on-one coaching calls with you, like what they're like and how much value I provide. Because you know, I don't want to always say, yeah, I'm providing value, but I want to hear from you, like my one-on-one training with you, that what we are doing. So
He's
for
like
example, yeah.
steps. Basically, you don't have. You need to think, but you don't need to think because Elias is telling you, you should go to this guy, you should speak to this guy in this way, in this other way. It's basically guided. It's basically easy.
Yeah.
Done for you.
Yeah. Is it done for you? Done for you, right? Done for you.
Yeah.
This thing. So this is the thing. For example, you remember the one-on-one training call we had, the long one. You remember that one?
For hours.
Yeah, 4 hours. Like regarding that call, what was like the, don't reveal too much secret sauce, but let's say like how much that was the value that one training call, the one training call, like how much
Yeah.
value it gave you, how much it helped you, that one training call out of all these calls, how much we are giving you.
Completely changed the mindset. The mindset. And the mindset is everything. So I was like doubting, yeah, this is good. I should put this X amount of time. Okay. But you got me there with Ennis also. And holy, so much sauce. Yeah.
Yeah. And what limiting beliefs you had that I broke?
Yeah. For sure. English one. You know
English
that?
one. So for example, like you said, like Elias, my English is shit. It's very hard to succeed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else limiting beliefs you had? Like why sales is hard for you? Because like usually people have all limiting beliefs, but what limiting beliefs you have? English, because I speak bad English, kind of like me. Like we both speak shit English. So what beliefs did I break you?
So much how sales work. I think that is more about helping the prospect than actually going to get the bag.
No.
Yeah, that was one. And about myself, basically. You were telling me, Diego, you're going to succeed. And then I got to trust you.
Yeah, but regarding me trusting you that you will succeed, how did I like, how to say it, like how did it affect you? In what way I helped you in the way that like Diego, you are for closing? Like how did I help you with that belief that this is for you?
If you got like that help and someone telling you, because in your life, you always have all these people around, like your family, everyone telling you, oh, you can do that because it's too hard, it's whatever. And having someone telling you, bro, you can do this, changes so much. Yeah. And having the community here with the same goals, thinking that on what they want to get, they also think that they can make it. So it's a good environment to grow. Yeah.
Yeah. And why do you think like environment is very important for you? Because like they go like, why not just like what were you doing before? Like you did like free courses, parting
Courses.
courses, watch free YouTube videos, right? Everything
Yeah.
free stuff. You never like really invested into like high ticket because like we are like not cheap. So like how did that, if you went with that route, just like doing alone, watching free courses from Jordan Belfort, these 5K courses for free online,
Yeah.
parting them, why didn't want to go with that route?
Because you will go slower and slower because people around you, when you're at this situation, they don't have the same goals as you. Kind of keep you back and keep you back, and you need to get ahead. So yeah, if you add the guys here that are putting the work, it's easier.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, because you actually surround yourselves, it just makes it unreasonable and basically guarantee that you will succeed because they do what you want to do and they're collaborating and they're already winning. Like it's like most of these elite butters are already winning, and it's like fuck, like this guy is already making 15K per month, 40K per month. I'm like Elias making 100K per month, and being surrounded with these people lifts you up, or like how does that make you succeed faster? How does it like make you succeed faster with these people?
It's basically the FOMO. What you have said. You see someone, you see this guy. Holy fuck, this guy is winning. I want to win also, and you go for that win, and you get that win because it's about the standards you put for yourself. If you put for yourself low standards, you get the low standards. If you get yourself high standards, you will gonna reach that high standard. So
Yeah. What was like the biggest FOMO for you? Like what created you the ultimate FOMO for you?
great question. I know it was like watching these guys getting wins, getting gigs, getting oh, I'm making money online doing sales, and I'm not. I should be making money online also. And watching younger people than you,
Mm.
that's so much that holy fuck. And now you're a bit older than me, but you're my age and it's not
Yeah,
nourishment, but yeah, you get it.
yeah, for me it's kind of like similar. But let's go back to let's say to like your old situation. You did agency, right? Did you try anything else than agency?
I did a bit of drop shipping, but it was
Dropshipping too.
less.
Yeah, got it. And like, what makes you believe that like closing is like 100% perfect thing for you to do to make your goal? Because I remember like your goal was to make 15K per month, right?
Yeah,
Correct. So like, why did you believe that closing is key for you to make 15K per month specifically?
because as you have saying all the time, it's one skill. With your shipping, you have to set the shop, you have to source for everyone, you have to do this other thing. With agency, you need to sell, you need to deliver the products, you need to hire people. Selling, you just practice sales, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah. What about agency? Why do you believe that closing is better than agency? Because like most of these their guys are like doing it on agency, and they're not seeing success. And that kind of was in your situation, my situation. Like we were trying agency and we were like hustling, like we did our best. We were hustling, we getting meetings.
Yeah.
What happened when you got the meeting, right? What was the missing piece?
You at the meeting, you get to the back of the meeting, and they say, I think that you work so hard, maybe you can deliver, but I can trust you. I can, the sales process wasn't completed, so you can't close that. Maybe you
Yeah.
can close one in out of 20 and keep losing time because if you close that, you need to deliver and so on. Yeah.
God. And regarding this, like, why do you believe like closing is a better option for you to make 15K per month profit than agency, for example, SMMA?
Because you can make good profit with SMMA, but you take like here, you take a commission of what you sell. And with agency, you have to pay taxes about that. You have to pay the other person that is delivering the product. You have to close them with your time. And it's like a slow or a small percentage of commission. Yeah, you get for so much work.
Yeah. Also regarding this, I always ask this to my like old friends too. Like for example, like why do you believe like closing is easy? Because I believe closing is easy. Like why do you believe closing is easy?
If you believe that closing is easy, it's easy.
Got it. Okay. And why do you believe that closing is easier than like other business methods?
Definitely, of course.
but why you believe it's easier? Diego, I know that you know that, like, we know like why it's easier, but the viewer
Everyone
like
knows
doesn't
that.
know.
Yeah,
But like, why you believe like it's easier than starting a business, doing like agency, dropshipping, like all these models? Like, why you believe that close is easier than that?
because you just focus on one thing, basically. One thing for a long time. One thing for a long time, you master that, and then, yeah.
Got it. I also wrote one question down. So, like, for example, like, how long did it take you to get certified for you to be ready to get placed in the position? How long did it take for you?
2 weeks?
2 weeks?
I think. Yeah.
Gotcha. And what was the training like during 2 weeks? Like, how did we train you? How did I train you one-on-one, and how you got trained? Like, what did we do with you to get trained regarding like this actual closing skill set, regarding the skill set?
I trained with Alan lots of time, one-on-one, lots of days. I
How many,
trained with
how much support Alan gave you?
so much hours, actually.
Like, how many
You
days per week, or how many days per week?
you 1 day per week, and
Yeah,
Alan every day. Every day.
every
So
day.
every day, someone here. Yeah.
Yeah. So, is there
I'm
like enough support? Is there enough support to get certified fast?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is it too much support? Because like every single day we train you, we every single day train you. So is there like enough support, or do you need more support?
No, I think it's enough. I think it's enough. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And
Okay.
you always have the other elite brothers with you can roleplay with, so
Yeah. Also, the next after you got certified, then after getting certified to getting placed into position you are working right now, how long did it take for you to get the position? I mean, like you said to me, like in hours or days or weeks or years.
yeah,
How long did it take you after getting certified to getting placed in the position in the
days,
closing gig?
days.
Days. Gotcha. So like you said in 1 day or 2 days, 3 days after
I
you get
think
certified. Yeah.
3 days, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember right
It's
now.
like, yeah. 3 days. Got it. In 3 days. And regarding 3 days, did it require like how many hours did it require from your side? Because it was like done for you. So we placed like how many hours did it take from you to get placed? You said to me like 10 hours before, like how long did it take you?
Let me think. Yeah, maybe 10 hours around that. Not that
Gotcha.
much. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And next question would be like the closing gig you're right now working at. So what are like the, let's say you like basic 8 hours, you work 8 hours per day. You work
Yeah.
your ass off. You do your best. You're coachable, you're curious, you put in the hours, you sacrifice, and you do your best, like I will succeed no matter what, without training. Like,
Mhm.
is it possible to make 40K per month in that closing gig?
40.
40,000, 40K.
So right now, I don't know. In some time, maybe. Long term, probably. But right
Long term,
now,
probably.
yeah.
Got it. So let's say in 1 month, what is like estimation how much you're going to make at least? 20K, 25K, 30K per
No,
month?
less than that. If I put 8 hours a day,
Yeah. You do
maybe,
your best.
yeah, more than 10, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, more than 10K per month. Got it. Gotcha. So let's say you sacrifice everything, Diego. You do whatever it takes to meet a gig. How much then you're going to make at a gig? You do your best, like at least
I can make to 15K, I think. Yeah.
15K per month. Okay. And how you can make 20K per month in the gig? Because I want to make like 20K per month in the gig. How you can make 20K per month in the gig? How much you need to put in the time to make 20K per month in that
In my
gig?
same gig,
In that closing gig, how you can make 20K per month? Like how many hours you need to work there? Is, for
maybe more.
example, is if you do your best, like you do your 100% best, like we train you, make sure we train you, you do everything on the, like, how to say it, everything perfectly. Can you make 20K in that gig?
Probably. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. Then other question would be like, I already asked you this question, like what did you do before? Biggest thing is this, like what made you change career path to start at closing? Because like you were basically studying before. So what made you like change the closing? What was the biggest change there?
I think there is not that much future there. And I can also go with the two things. but closing is long term, basically so much better.
Gotcha. And like before we started working together, by the way, do you remember the exact date when we started working together? When we started working together?
You start,
I will also check like the group,
yeah,
the brotherhood. Can you check from the brotherhood when did you join?
yeah,
I'll show you.
yeah.
So let's just see. Okay, Diego. Okay, basically it says joined May 17th, correct? Correct?
It could be, yeah, could be.
Okay, May 17th. So before you joined, like how much you were making before? Like you were unemployed, and how much you were making per month?
Maybe doing some hustles, but not consistent. So I would say 0.
Zero. Base absolute zero. And did you have a lot of experience to do closing, or you
No.
were kind of like beginner starting out like?
Agency experience, but no, not much more.
Got it. I'm curious about this. But like we are not cheap, like we are like quite expensive. So why did you still wanted to pull the trigger and be like, fuck it, let's do this?
Yeah, because you need to take a decision sometimes, and it was the decision I needed to make in order to get where I wanted to go. Yeah.
And because it was not cheap, how much it made you to like why it was good? Why it was good thing that it was like a little bit expensive because it was not cheap? Like what was good thing?
If it was like 50 euros, maybe you get into here, but you can't value what you have here if it's 50 euros. If it's whatever,
Don't say the price, Diego, but yeah.
yeah, you will value it so much more. Yeah.
Got it. And if you had to, let's say, name the top 5 things, what were the most valuable things that you get from here? And why it's like the worth the investment?
Mhm.
Or like even, is it like worth the investment? Like,
I think so. Yeah.
why? Why not? Why? I'm the skeptical guy who watches this. Like, why do you think
You're
it's like worth?
worth investment because of your one-on-one coachings, learning how to sell, basically with the classroom staff and everything, community, placement, and let me think, the fact one, learning sales, more sales.
Yeah. Also, like, I'm asking like all this question because this is going to be like good thing for like the guys know because the guy who's watching this video is over 18-year-old man who's working 9 to 5, who kind of is basically like us. So why do you think that like sales is the number one skill to learn in life? Like why do you think so?
You could be in the worst position that if you know how to sell, you can get things. You can have nothing, you know how to sell, you're okay.
Yeah. Give me examples like how sales is important in your life, like daily life. Let's not talk about closing, but like how like a sales skill, like the closing skill is important in like daily life, you know?
Relationships with people, of course, and getting more of what you want, basically.
Give me
Getting people
examples. Give me examples of real life. Give me examples.
like staying with people, friends, so much, and basically closing people, getting
Got it.
people, even buying into your own ideas. Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Tell me more about it. Tell me more about
You
it.
can convince people on your ideas, basically. Bro, you should make this, and yeah, and so on, and it's easier, basically.
Yeah. For example, you want to go out with friends, let's go here. And then you're like using the right tactics, psychology behind it, and it's easier to get what you want. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And this is too. Because like Diego, I remember like you said to my Elias, you can't say these things because you are not like this influencer with million followers. You can't like qualify so hard, but I still ask you still like Diego, like why do you think like you are 100% perfect fit to become closer with us, to get certified with us specifically? Why you were perfect fit? Because we have a low acceptance rate. So why you were still like 100% perfect fit to work with us?
Because I would put the work, and you know that.
Yeah.
And basically, I could make it. So I was
Yeah.
sure about myself. I have those limiting beliefs, but I know that I can remove that, so I can
Yeah.
succeed here. So
what made you like think about, okay, I think I'm perfect fit. Yes, I put in the hours,
Mhm.
but it was just like, for example, like after, like for example, I'm thinking about this. This was me, but because you did agency and
Mhm.
succeed, you're like, okay, like if I didn't succeed agency, this one is more simple. It's one skill. Everything is sales. Like even if you like get like if you go back to 9 to 5, you get 9 to 5 job, interview, it's sales, right?
Sales.
You, I don't know, girls, sales, everything is sales. Getting new friends, sales.
Sales.
So yeah, so basically you're a hard worker, and yeah, I mean it makes sense. Is there like other reasons why you believe that you're a perfect fit to do closing? I remember like there was something, but I want to ask you.
Because I don't
For
want to
example,
say
driven like big goals all the time. They can be like, you can be honest, yeah.
I have those big goals, and that I was like, Elias, I know I don't want to say this, but I am attractive, bro. You can make it being attractive. Yeah.
Yeah. For example, do you remember we talked with Dennis? Dennis said, yeah, looks doesn't matter. And I was saying like, there's no right or wrong answer. Like,
Mhm.
Diego, I don't know if you, did I show you the pictures how I looked before I was in sales?
I have
Remember?
pictures.
Do you remember like I showed you in our one-on-one trading call we are doing, basically
Yeah.
daily, when I showed you like how I looked before? You know, do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Dennis was asking like, is like appearance like that important? And I was saying, if you have good looks, it helps a lot, of course. But for example, like if someone is not good looking, I don't think it. Yes, it's like downside, but
He can make it.
you still can maximize your odds. For example, you can always become better looking. Like you remember how I looked before. So I did a lot of like looks maxing. But yeah, for example, for you, Diego, you believe that you're a perfect fit because like you work hard, you're willing to put in the hours, you're coachable. I always give you feedback and you apply. And then number 3, you're serious, action taker, a man of your word. And then on top of it, the big thing is this is that you just basically are kind of like a risk taker. For example, like you remember my friend, I said to him, I will pay you 10K. I will pay him, you know the story, I will pay him 10K. And he couldn't quit his 9 to 5 because he couldn't take the risk. Even though I said to him, like, I will pay him like 10K up front to make money online. And he said no. But yeah, it basically was like a little bit risk tolerance, but I don't think it's so big risk, but wait.
Not
Okay,
that much
good.
risk. Now you don't see that much risk, but when you were there,
In
you saw that.
emotions, when you're in
Yeah.
emotions, fuck, it's a big risk.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking like, what is the risk? Sales? Oh, I may be talking too much, but like, why you don't think it's a real risk? Why you don't think it's a risk anymore for you?
Because you can master sales here. You can master sales here. You can, let's say, worst case scenario. You get back to the 9 to 5. You get a 9 to 5 of sales. Maybe not the best, but you can still sell, take commissions, and keep growing from there. So
Yeah, I say the same thing always. And I think I asked you this, but I just want to repeat this. What was the most valuable thing? There's like so many things, but you elite brotherhood. There's like the best sales training in the world. There's everything, but what was like one thing that was the most valuable thing for you? The one thing.
the proximity with you. Being
And why do you think that's important?
I can reach you out in the school, and you are there always, almost always. I can reach Alan, and he's there. I can reach everyone, and I have support all of the time. Yeah.
What do you mean by all the time? So basically like 24/7, right?
Now, if you're sleeping, no, bro.
But like when I'm active, like
yeah,
how fast do I reply? Do I reply fast? Am I like ignoring, like not
a minute,
replying?
a minute,
Yeah.
minute.
Minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like speed. Okay, got it. Full transparency, Diego. Like, how likely you would recommend us, and why someone like Diego Jr. You know, Diego's like other like little brother, who is very skeptical. Like, he's listening to this. What would you say to him right now? Because Diego, you remember how skeptical he was. That's why we had a very long call. back then,
Yeah.
but it was 100% worth it. So what would you say to him?
Do it. You have things to lose, of course, like taking any risk decision. But if you don't take that risk, what else do you have?
Yeah, yeah. And why do you think it's like still no brainer for him to make a decision to like basically do this and go all in? Like why it's no brainer?
It's hard for him because he can't see what is here inside. But there is so much referrals from other people. There is my referral. There is tons of others. I
Yeah.
think he can give more example of why he is a good fit. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, if there was like rating, like we don't do like some ratings, but like if there was like rating from scale, I don't know, like 1 being like Elias, this garbage, scam, bullshit, this overpriced shit. I don't know, shit. I don't know what it's like. Training, certification, recruitment, placement, all that stuff. It's shit basically. That's 1. And then it's like, Elias, this is very fucking good. Like easily worth the investment 10 times. And this is one of the most, like this is the best investment I've ever made. Where would you land from 1 to 10?
10.
What do you think it's 10?
11. You want to hear?
11. No, but the viewer is
No,
going to be
but
like skeptical, but yeah.
it's what I think. Yeah, completely worth. There is no way of not getting the investment back.
No
if
way.
you do nothing, but if you are action taker, you will make it. That's it.
Yeah. So basically, the rating, like no bullshit, just like no fluff. I have this like book in front of me there, my favorite book. Like I will tell you after this interview. So no bullshit. What is the rating from 1 to 10? Like no bullshit, no tricks, no like anything, like real feedback, genuine feedback. What would you say, like 1 to 10?
No bullshit at 10.
10, right? Or what do you say?
Because 11 would be bullshit. So
Yeah, that would be bullshit. So it's 10. And
yeah.
Just summarize, like why do you think it's 10?
Bro, getting to learn sales, community, you. That's
Great
it.
stuff. Also, this thing, Diego, because I don't know anyone who was more skeptical than you. So like, you did so much research about me, right? You don't do the specifics, but like you did so much research about me. How much time do you spend on doing research? In
days. It was like we have the first meeting, then the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
Between there was like 2 days,
Yeah.
2 hours each day.
Yeah. And then like, you basically even like, reach out to some guys, like for example, the Spanish guy who we trained. So basically you ask him like
Is it work?
30, all the stuff you talk with them, and you're like, then you come to my call, to our onboarding call, and you're like, Elias, yeah, like I talk with like your customers, and were they like extremely negative or happy?
Yeah, happy.
Yeah, cool. So the last question is this, Diego, like what is your goal from 3 years from today? Because now you're basically around like 15 20K per month. And what is your like 3-year goal?
Honestly, I don't even think about that because there is like steps, but a reasonable number would be like 100K maybe.
100K per month. Gotcha. And also like business are not going to watch this. So basically, what makes like you like very good closer after training you like 1-on-1? What do you think like why you are perfect closer in regarding just skill set wise? You know, because like Diego, like we know we are good looking, Diego, but like we all can't be good looking as you. Like
Yeah,
I have to like, do a lot of work. So basically, you're kind of natural, but like, looks aside, what makes you like a very good closer?
I'm coachable.
Okay.
Even though I'm trained, I'm coachable. I'm willing to learn, of course. I have the skill. I have skill set developed. I want to sharpen every time. You need to sharpen all the time your skills. But yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And
And
hard work, of course.
hard work, of course. There's no, I always make this joke, but there's no, you push buttons, you push to your like mouse, push button, make cash. So it takes some hard work too. So you don't get rich quick. Like for you to make like 100K per month, it will not be just like pressing a few buttons, working
Definitely.
from your phone. But yeah, basically it's possible. I don't know if I told you, but I closed like the 16K deal basically through my phone. That was one client basically. Different thing than this, but yeah, in summary there's that. But yeah, Diego, like the business owner, like he's going to watch this, he's going to be like, okay, Diego's coachable, he's hard worker, and that's two things that are the most important. So yeah, it's going to be like crazy. But yeah, Diego, this interview was very good. I'm a little bit hyped up. So yeah, you even wear this shirt on, like always.
And I
But
just
yeah.
told me, oh, as well.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, okay, we can like have a small chat. So Diego, what do you think like dressing well is important in closing? I want to give you some value because like also like guys, future elite brothers joining Catapult, they're going to be like, we're listening to this. So Diego, like, why do you think like dressing well is important?
Because as you look, they will judge you. So if you are selling to someone and you are like with a t-shirt, white, there's no way. If you are well dressed, I mean, you don't need to be pretty perfect, but have a presentation of yourself. Yeah.
Gotcha. What else would I want to ask from you? What is the best, what is the like, you just give one advice. Even if someone decides to not to join to like Catapult, no worries. What is the best tip you can give him regarding the most important part in like succeeding in sales? What you learned in closing?
Practicing, constantly practicing. Yeah. That's it.
Gotcha. Diego, thanks for this interview, and let's crack Ramon soon. Okay, cool.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.